Jen's Unique Nibbles and more. Today we're going to talk about and look at, but not actually taste, I've eaten it before and I'll talk about that, Sara Lee's Delightful 45 honey wheat bread. This bread is a sandwich loaf. We've eaten like 2/3 of this loaf by now, so that's why I'm holding the bag weird. It's a nice sandwich bread. So classic sandwich bread shape and size. It's a little thinner than most, but not by much. It's got a really nice texture to it, nice and soft, like you would want from a sandwich bread. And that'll puff back up again in a minute. It makes good bread, it makes good toast. I've had it for sweet, like peanut butter and jelly. I've had it for savory, like meat and cheese. And taste-wise, I like it for all those things. The texture is a little bit off. It's a tiny bit chewy compared to standard sandwich bread, but not much, just a little bit. It's still a better texture than most low-carb breads. And the reasons that I chose this was because I find it very frustrating that most low-carb breads are a teeny tiny little loaf between $7 and $10, and then I don't even like it most of the time. So it doesn't fit my budget to be something that I would purchase regularly. And then I don't even like it. So why? Just why? These guys, it was a full-size loaf. Oh, give or take $3 at Winco, and I'm sure you could actually buy it at any grocery store, mainstream grocery store that carries the Sara Lee brand. They don't use high fructose corn syrup, so that was another sales pitch for me. I like this brand because there's a couple brands that tend to not use the high fructose corn syrup, so yay. There's 8 grams of whole grain per slice. There was a white bread. I should probably try that next time. And I will tell you in a minute why I won't be buying this again. But first we're going to look at the ingredients really fast. Nutrition label, 2 slices for a sandwich, right? So 2 slices is 90 calories, 1 gram of fat, 19 carbohydrates, which is less than most breads by a little bit, maybe even a lot, depending on what kind of bread that you're talking about. 4 grams of fiber, which is nothing crazy, so I don't know why I had issues. 5 grams of protein. Ingredients: whole wheat flour, water, wheat gluten, modified wheat starch, honey. You do need a little something sweet for the yeast to be activated. It does, of course, have yeast. Cellulose fiber could have been my problem because I'm not a termite. I don't know that I digest cellulose very well. Wheat bran salt, and then we get into the preservatives, which is just such a small amount of it that I'm not going to go there. So the reason that I liked it but will not be buying it again is because I have irritable bowel syndrome, which in the old days they used to call that spastic colon. So if you're not knowing what I'm talking about yet, it just means that randomly out of the blue your tummy just gives you grief. I have pain, much pain, gas, bloating, constipation, how fast can you run, you name it. I tend to have to use the bathroom. I mean, I know where the bathrooms are every place I shop because I don't know when it's going to hit me. I figured out some foods that bother me, and by eliminating those foods I have less problems. Wheat can be a trigger for me. I don't have celiacs, I have checked. But whole grain doesn't get along with me, so I do better when I have white bread or white rice. I don't get the whole wheat stuff normally, but this is all they had, so I thought it would be okay, and it wasn't. And every time I ate it, I had a lot of pain and problems that you don't want to hear about. One of my 2 daughters, I have adult daughters, and one of them did have a tummy ache for a couple of hours, but then she was fine, no bathroom problems. And the other daughter, who usually has a sensitive gut, she was fine. She had no problems at all. So I don't know what the deal is, not sure why I reacted as strongly as I did. I think most people are fine, and it was a really nice bread. I've forgotten if I told you one of the reasons I bought it was it had a really good price point. It was give or take $3 for the full loaf of bread, and I like the texture. I probably would try the white bread when I find it, because if I, excuse me, if I can't eat it, I'll give it to my girls. And that is the end of this video. Now you know why I liked it and why I'm not going to be able to buy it again, but if you don't have an overly sensitive tum-tum, I think you'll like it, and go ahead and give it a try. I like Sara Lee products in general, but this particular one did not agree with me. So that's all for today. If you want to see what else I eat, purchase, unbox, whatever, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye!